Good morning. I just came from my tennis. It's about 11 o'clock. I do my gym in about 3 hours, so I have a little bit time to do this video. This video will concern breathe and rest. I am watching and listening to many videos on the bodybuilding YouTube channels, but not many of them are speaking about how to breathe while weight lifting. Even my favorite channels, when they show how they train in the gym, I saw situations where they do, for example, 4 reps in an apnea situation without any breathing. Breathing means, above all, that you are bringing more oxygen to your body, more oxygen to your heart, to your blood circulation, which means that you get a fatigue delay. The fatigue is coming later, as if you are not breathing correctly or you are doing several reps without breath. You might feel that the fatigue is coming much sooner because you work on the apnea, and in a closed room like the gyms are, it's not a very good idea. But the question is, what is the right breathing technique? There is a rule that when you push the weight, you breathe out. When you go down with the weight during so-called, we call it negative phase of the movement, you breathe in. It is true for shoulder presses, for bench presses, and for many other exercises. But what to do when somebody is doing pull downs on a high pulley for large lats? But even the grip is not so important, but the large or narrow, just the movement on the pulley is important. You have one part of the people saying is the same, you breathe out when you go down, when you move the weight down, and you breathe in when you go upwards. I am the first among the people who are doing an opposite system, using a completely opposite breathing. As I breathe in going down, I breathe in, and I breathe out when I go up with the pulley. Once I ask a good level bodybuilder in the gym how he is doing, and that I would like to get his consult how he is doing the pull downs, what is his breathing technique. He says exactly the opposite as I'm doing it now. So it's very difficult to say how to do this exercise. In the older times, everybody was that was the usual technique, but it's the opposite to all push movements. So there are some exercises like these pull downs or side elevations for shoulders. You find people doing the breathing during that exercise just in the opposite way. Here I personally breathe out when I elevate the dumbbells and breathe in when I go down with the dumbbells. But I saw bodybuilders doing the opposite. Why I'm speaking about breathing, I have a special idea behind that. Because there is a third way, third method, how one can breathe in bodybuilding in order to be able to easier move even heavier weights, with good technique always, but heavier weights. I give the example of the pull downs on a high pulley when you work with a large grip for large lats. I personally do it that I breathe in just before I move the weight down. So So that would be clear when I show it, but I do the breathe in just before I move the weight down, as I said. But this movement, the actual movement, I do in apnea without breathing. And I breathe out just in the last phase when I go up with the weights. So it's a special technique for being comfortable in moving the weights, and it can be said, but you must feel it, because it can be said that, okay, he is breathing in and out at the same moment, which is near to the truth, but it's not completely the truth. There is a moment between the two. The apnea situation, when I move the bar on the pulley, the apnea situation is permitting me to move the weight I want in a more correct way as for the technique. I use this breathing technique nearly by all exercises. For example, I do pec deck again. I push the weight on the apnea. I am not breathing. And just before finishing my push, I breathe out. So it's a very special technique. Just before I move the weight down, I breathe in. I do the movement in apnea. I push the weight in apnea, and I breathe out just before I have the nearly straight arms, never straight, but nearly straight arms. The apnea situation also in this case is permitting me to move a little bit heavier weight in a correct technical way. What is very important to say at the end, that whether somebody is breathing during the movements or as me in the break of the two movements, never a situation should happen that you are doing 2-3 reps without breathing like this. This is extremely bad technique, because even if everybody from us has a special technique for lifting weights and for breathing and for resting, working with weights without breathing at all, 3-4 reps, is dangerous. You have no oxygen like you should have, and it can lead to a very early fatigue. And early fatigue means that you are not really engaged in the excitement of the training. Now, after the breathe, very important is how to rest, how to do the pause between the sets and between muscle groups. I do 1 minute between the sets of the same muscle group, and I do 2 minutes between every muscle group. But this is not the Bible. This is a way how I mentally feel it when I'm in the gym, as a basic situation, and this must be corrected during the training according to 2 important factors: heartbeat and breath frequency. It's very difficult to explain. I must be ready in my brain and in my body, ready to do the new set. Ready means that my heartbeat goes down, not completely down, but in a calm situation. And that's not good when you are completely in calm situation, but it must be down comparatively to the heartbeat during your exercise. So I must be hot to do the new set. The breathing is the same. It must come down before I come to the next set, but I can't hit a new set when I'm in a breathing insufficiency. When I feel my breath is really heavy, I can't go to the next set because the concentration is not there. I'm concentrating on my breath problems and not to the set. So the 1 minute pause is just a general rule, a basic indicator which works in 80% of the cases, but sometimes it can be only 45 seconds and I'm in a good form, sometimes maybe 70, 75 seconds if I really spend a very high energy level spending during my set. So one must be sure, it's never 2 or 3 or 4 minutes. This is too much. It's simply too much for good bodybuilding technique. There is another important factor when you rest. It's a small detail. Nobody speaks about that, but I would like to speak about that. Don't sit down between the sets, but walk. Stand up and walk. It was proven in different sports, in athletics, in tennis, etc., that when you walk after an effort, in between, your body, your heart, your breath, it's calming their frequency in a very natural way. It is coming down step by step. If you stay sitting, you are from a heavy, energetic spending set, you are sitting now in a completely calm position in a situation of absolutely no effort. Your body, your heart are getting a small shock because you have two completely different situations. Walking is an excellent way to bring your body and heart to a normal situation before the next set in a natural way. You see it in tennis. The players are walking in between points. Okay, they are sitting between games, but for drinking, for using their towels, for concentration, etc. But they are immediately running to the court to be there just 10, 15 seconds before hitting the first ball. They are jumping, etc. That the body is really prepared. And do the same in the gym, not running in the gym, but a very easy, calm walk between the sets. And you will see it will help you. You can then attack your next set being prepared in a better situation. So I hope I was enough clear. It's not easy to speak about breathing and resting in bodybuilding because everybody has his ideas, his situations, but I think that for many years, and I am an older gentleman, and in 65 I am very rarely under a big fatigue in the gym or on a tennis court. It must be a very good player against me, or I must move rather important weights in order to be, which I am not doing anymore, in order to be under big fatigue. So have a nice day and a nice workout today. I wish it to everybody. Bye.